Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. I'm gonna do a somewhat of a full technical analysis on Corsair Gaming. If the video is longer than a minute, you can find the full thing on YouTube. If not, you can kind of get whatever the amount of time I can kind of crunch in under a minute for TikTok, right? But it's relatively simple, right? Like it doesn't seem like just looking at the day chart for Corsair, like it's breaking out. I don't think it's gonna stop. It really isn't. I mean, there's a slight chance if we can hit former support at the $35 level. You guys can see the top little red line where I set it and stuff. There's a slight chance that that can happen. Um, but yeah, I don't think so, man. It looks like it's every single time it's tried to break down, it doesn't. I don't think. I mean, we might hit 30 like $9 again. Um, but I don't think we're actually going to, yeah, there's a good chance we might touch $39 again. But I think at $39 would be a solid buy, especially if we hit it on Monday or something. But yeah, the momentum's not going to stop. I do think we're going to keep going up on Corsair unless there's like a big sell off, like for the whole market. Um, as you guys, I mean, if you can see the 4 hour chart right here, we're starting to see some small, bear, like a little bit of a bear power. If you guys can see the AC, the accelerator oscillator all the way in the bottom indicator, there's small signs of bearish power taking over. But it's not too much to worry about, honestly. But like I said, if we do drop down, I think we might drop down to like $39. I really doubt, we'll drop all the way down to 35. Like it's a big if. And if we do drop back down to 35, that's a big buy-in for a big buy-in signal for anybody, $35 I think is the perfect price to get into Corsair, and I think it's going to keep moonshotting. I don't think it's going to stop. Yeah, it doesn't see there's way too much momentum right now. There's way too much momentum. I don't see any reason for Corsair to stop moving up. So if you guys do want to play options, I do think options maybe like $40, anything in between $40 to $45 strike on options a month out would actually be a really good play, especially because we're going into the holidays, which means that obviously, Corsair will have even more hype, right? That was just my wife. She's feeding our baby. But yeah, there's just too much strength on Corsair Gaming right now, especially with the holidays coming up and the hype coming in from Christmas and the shopping and everything, right? So yeah, I do not think you guys should short this at all. If we do drop back down to $39, it's a buy. If we drop back down to $35, it's like a mega buy, right? Like I don't think it's gonna drop down any further than that. If anything, I just think we will spike up again on Monday. There's a big chance we might just spike up again. I know some of you guys might ask about the bot that I have going on right here. It's actually it's a UT bot. It's by someone named Quant Nomad. I've been following him for a while, and that's something that I kind of use. I usually find his trading methods similar to mine. So that's why I follow him. He's really the only person that I follow on TradingView, because we trade very similarly, right? And he actually created the UT for a couple of people, and I was one of the lucky ones that picked it up. I think it's actually locked on TradingView, so you actually need to ask him for permission, or I haven't checked in a long time, right? But yeah, I find that it actually does work the best on the weekly chart. Obviously, you can't really use it on can't really use it too much on Corsair because it hasn't been trading for that long, right? But I mean, as you guys can see, yeah, it does pretty well, right? Like it does relatively well. Like the actual bot does relatively well, and it follows the MACD strategy, so it kind of goes on there. And there's a lot more that goes into it. But anyways, back to the Corsair. I do think we're gonna keep running up. At worst case scenario, we drop down to $35, and I think that's 100% mega buy. Like we're gonna easily see a run up back to $40 if it drops back down to $35. Actually, let me check something. Where's the forecast on this? So 35 up to the peak right here. It's a 50%. You guys can see it's a 50% gain right there. So if we do drop down, we might drop down 15%, and then if it goes down to $35, that's an easy 15% gain from 35 back all the way to all-time highs. Like I don't think we're gonna see this dropping any further than 35. If it does, Corsair does hit 35, I would very confidently throw a shit ton of money at this, right? Like I obviously I can't right now because I'm not very liquid. I still have my big C position, I'm my RKT position. But if I was a little bit more liquid, or maybe I wasn't losing so much on RKT or big C, if I was only losing like a couple in like $1,000 or $2,000 on RKT or big C, I would immediately sell that off and take the loss and then buy Corsair at $35. The same thing for $39. I might sell a small position, but I think Corsair, anything at 35 or 39 is fantastic. Even right now, $40, I think it's a great buy. I think it's gonna keep moonshining up. I don't think Corsair is gonna fall. I can easily see Corsair at like an $80 level within the next couple of months, probably even sooner, with the hype going on for Christmas and all the shopping that's gonna be happening. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this TA. The app that I use is TradingView. I recommend actually using the desktop version because the app is kind of hard. I only do these TAs because I'm sitting in the fucking bathroom, right? I'm taking a crap, so I have some time to work on these, right? But yeah, I do think Corsair is 100% buy at any of these levels. Highly recommend you guys check out my other videos on YouTube and look at how I actually trade my TA, how I set up my resistance and support. That's actually one thing that I'm extremely proud of because throughout my years of trading, I've actually noticed that where I set my support and resistance are like 99% accurate, right? So they're always going to be testing these levels. As far as what I know, that's my bread and butter. Actually finding price ranges or price zones. I'm 99% sure I'm better than 99% of the market. Nobody beats me at this. Yeah, follow me if you guys want. Sub to my TikTok or sub to my YouTube. Follow me on TikTok. It's the same name that I have on YouTube. It's But I'm Not a Trader. So I'll see you guys later.